Hey all, this is David, the Georgia photographer, and today I'm in beautiful sunny Tampa. Okay, let's be real here. I'm in Tampa, Florida. It is not sunny today. It is the opposite of that. Matter of fact, I'm thinking it's about to start raining. So what my goal was initially was to take the Leica CL and the 35 f/0.95 TTartisan lens here and do a 1 hour photo walk. And it's just in a random place. It's actually around the yoga studio where Teresa's going to be taking her yoga class in a little bit. And the goal was to be creative and find at least one interesting photo in that period of time. About maybe 45 minutes or an hour. Turning my back to the wind a little bit here so the mic don't go crazy with it. But I am beginning to wonder if I have to trade this in for the Nikon ZF with the 50mm f1.8s, since they're weatherproof. This system is not weatherproof. So I'm really starting to doubt I'm going to be able to do this in the dry. I was kind of hoping to have at least a dry photo walk. Follow along, see if I get rained on, see if I get a decent picture, something. Come on. Okay, we're down here. I'm on, I don't even know the names of these roads, North Tampa and some kind of cross street that I don't know the name of it, so it's irrelevant. But the first thing I'm gonna photograph is that library. That's a pretty cool building, but I'm about 2 blocks from the river, so I may wander over there. It's about 11:30, so we're gonna walk till about 12:15 and wrap this up, and then we're gonna go back to the studio and I'm gonna pick my favorite photo and share it with you and see if it's a keeper, a banger, whatever the word is. I think Peter McKinnon would call it a banger, and then we'll just see what we get. Let's go find some photos. The color contrast between the blue and yellow fire hydrant and the orange scooters and the green trash can makes for an interesting, just random photo. Here's the crosswalk, so let's see if I can get across here. Let me hit this. All right, let's see what we can come up with. If I hurry, they're not moving, so we'll get across the street here. All right. Well, let's see. Something's behind this wall. Let's see here. Get a photo of this. We'll see what that looks like. It's an industrially looking photo. What else do we have? All sorts of stuff. We can go in here, I think. This takes you down to the riverfront. Yeah. Here we go. Of course, no one's here because it's dadgum cold. And just like that, got one photo inside before security found me and busted me. Told me I couldn't take pictures inside. So, and I was about to get a real good group photo of a bunch of girls dressed up as pirates. They were all together and they were all fixed up. They were even more piratey than the first two. Everybody's dressed up for Gasparilla. That's happening today. All right, yeah, we'll just do something different. Downtown Tampa's right there, right behind the camera. It's kind of hard to tell on a GoPro, well, Osmo Action. But yeah, it's right behind those trees there. Well, anyway, to get back into the spirit of the idea, I'm gonna head back over this way, which is back towards where the truck's parked, and get back into the neighborhoods. This is kind of like shooting fish in a barrel down here, honestly. It's real heavily populated with lots of people. Like I got this group photo before I went into the little food court thing, and these people were cool. I asked them why one had an orange jersey and the rest of them had red, and she said they don't like her. Just got another cool photo or two of a guy who's just standing on the street. I think he's waiting on his friends. But you can kind of see the Cuban kind of undertones of the city, because a lot of this city was occupied or founded, or whatever the right word is, by Cuban immigrants back in the late 1800s, early 1900s, and the whole cigar industry around them. And there's a building right here behind the camera that I'm going to photograph that is just covered in graffiti. I saw it yesterday and thought, man, that'd be a cool building to photograph. And I just happened to be back here today to get a picture of it. Then there's a couple murals over there, and there's some older buildings and stuff. And just like that, I've wandered far enough off the main road to find the homeless encampments. They're here, and they're literally right over there, like 3 blocks from the waterfront, where all them expensive restaurants are. Salvation Army building right here. Trying to see if it's got a photo in it. Kind of looks like it. Maybe I'll get up here on the corner and see what I can figure out with it. Well, I haven't done an exercise like this in quite some time. Kind of need it. It's good to do these sorts of exercises from time to time, because it allows you to push yourself outside the normal envelopes of your comfort zone, like that you just know to shoot the same thing over and over and over, then that's probably copyrighted. Use this wonderful library as my location point to talk to you guys. The exercise itself is a really good one to do occasionally. I find that it allows me to look for photos in different places. A lot of times you get used to taking the same kinds of photos over and over and over, and it gets to be so routine that you just can't seem to do anything else. But it wasn't a real big problem today, because I went into an area I'd never been, and I didn't even know if it was going to be like photogenic, if that's a good word to use for it. I just happened to be where I'm at, walked around the block, and just looked for photos of stuff in the area. You don't have to always have a specific subject, you know, or a specific location or weather. I mean, the sky's completely overcast today, so we don't have any like blue sky whatsoever for the photos. So including sky in the photos, okay, well, I guess that's the way they handle their problems at the intersection. But you just work around it, figure out something else. And I appreciate you coming along, and let's go into the studio and let's see what I come away with.